let's see whether this works. Hello, hello. Okay. All right. So audio working? Okay, it works. All right. So we're gonna be watching a review, watching a game here. Um, basically reviewing a game from Agent Alex versus Bob 4, Ukrainian player. Normally, Ukrainians are actually very strong. So we see what happens here. Ukraine actually have their own like Carcassonne League, which has like different like how to say levels. You have the Premier League, like in football you have the Premier League, you have the Championship, and so on and so forth. So the Ukrainians actually also have this sort of system whereby they are, if I remember correctly, they have like 4 levels of players, and they have like I don't know how many months long season whereby every player has to play like around like 11 12 matches against each other, round robin method, and then the worst players drop down to the lower league, and then the better players goes up to the higher league, which to be frank I think we should actually adapt. But regardless, let's look at this game right now. So Adrian is playing the yellow meeple. He is not the starting player here, so Bob is actually the starting player. He gotten a monastery as his first meeple. Okay, so Adrian meepling the city. Bob actually gotten another monastery. He went ahead with this move, which, to be frank, I don't like, because you can attack from here, you can get attacked. I would actually prefer this to take up this spot. The reason being is that like at least you control this spot here, you have another monastery spot here. Even though there's like a road end you can take, but this road end is also like on this monastery, so it's not too bad if you put it there. And then so very quick points, 8 points here from Adrian. Bobki has a curve route, which again not too sure. I think maybe I would have just gone for this move, but I understand that you might get attacked from here. But if you're doing something like this, right, then you can also get attacked from here, so it's not comfortable either way. Which is why like I prefer this monastery elsewhere, right? Because this monastery actually giving a lot of problems being here. It could have been here instead. And if it was here instead, now you have a road end and you can actually take the road and build a road instead, So not ideal. As Adrian, he has a road end, a T-junction, which he used to take the road. Bobki has a Feudorito, which he builds as such. Okay, I'm just wondering whether that's the best orientation, but then maybe yes, maybe no, not too sure. And then Adrian has this extended tile. He's doing stuff like this, which okay. So what's gonna happen to this tile is it's gonna be left there for the rest of the game. In fact, if he wants to do something, he can go here later and then attack both sides if necessary. But instead, Bob became the one to attempt the invasion. And now this is actually quite a dangerous spot for Bob because there is this blocking spot. So Adrian goes for this, which, okay, I sort of understand, I guess. Um, may have been better just to go here, actually, just to take the city on top, just to sort of semi-block this spot. But he goes for this move. Bob Key goes for this, which I don't understand at all. You're actually setting up a blocking platform over here, attacking platform over here. And this is why like this move would have been stronger on the top, because if this sort of shenanigan happens, right, at least you already have like one semi-block spot with only 3 meeples to fit there. And now I was thinking that this move maybe just go here, yes. So Bob Key has this road, which extremely surprising. He could have actually defended it, but he did not. And I think here Adrian with the splitter should just go here to complete the block, but he did not. The reason being is that it's actually very easy for a defensive play to happen, but then you had a chance to actually block these 2 meeple to one single spot. So I think it's maybe a bit of a missed opportunity. And then Bob Key decides not to take this again. Bob Key, what am I talking? Bob Frick. Okay, I'm just gonna call him Bobkey. And now the attack happens, which locks one meeple for two. So yeah. So we have this scenario whereby this is also blocked. But in this position, I do prefer Agent's position. He has a monastery here, so he goes for this move, which I'm not too sure how much I like that. There's a reason for it being that this one meeple is already locked up, this meeple is most probably controlled by this road, right? So it may not be as good as it seems, but then there is not really a nicer spot for a monastery either. Right, so I will understand the move there. We have a splitter tile, which this is extremely risky. I think maybe the better move would have just to go maybe here. Actually, this is going to be pretty good. You know, you split upwards and you take the one here, that would be better. The reason why this spot is extremely risky is because a triple city will ruin your day very badly. Because now you need a starting tile, which is all gone, apparently. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. So if he gets a triple city, he puts here, your meeple is stuck for good, right? So I don't like this move at all. I think that this city is actually relatively safe. You don't have to do anything about it. You can just start another city over here and build it as such. So Bobkey went for this, and he doesn't have a meeple right now. You have to save this, which is what he did. Bobkey gets back a meeple, so it's still pretty okay for Adrian, all things considered. What does this move do exactly? Might be setting up an attack for here, but then there's still all the necessary triple sit the dagger tile here, so I don't quite like that. I think the better move is just to go here, just to kill off this road. Yeah, that's actually a better move. You just sacrifice the 1 point, you kill off this road, you get a T-junction, you rescue this meeple out. And also, a lot of things can still happen there, but this, no. Ooh, this is not good. Okay, yeah, the block would have been better. I don't think you need to do stuff like this. Okay, so we have a crossroad block. Not too bad. The crossroad is not out yet, so you can still rescue that. The reason behind this, right, is that now this road can still freely extend, whereas this road is blocked, you know. So I would prefer if you just give him 1 point, at least ensure that this road does not expand anymore, and then you can still get yourself out of that mess over there. Right, so we have a city ending tile. So getting a 3 points, okay. And now we have a splitter tile going for this move. Interesting, he's pre-building a triple city with a road spot, which I do quite understand. So he goes for this to close the city, and Adrian gets the splitter tile. You see. Right, and again, what are you doing? you see, right? Like this move would have been so strong over here, but now because this is not blocked, you're feeling very hesitant to go here. But why don't you end the road? I don't understand this. Like, I guess the idea is that you maybe you have enough meeples that you don't think that you need the road back. Right. And okay, this move is actually even stronger here because it also blocks the monastery from completing, you know? So yeah, so definitely missed opportunity over here. This is crucial actually. And now once you block this spot, then this monastery is also blocked, this road is also blocked, then you can get the crossroad tile, you can release your own meeples. Things would be so beautiful, you know, at that point. Right. So yeah. Okay, so now we have yeah, he's going to take back his meeple. And do you go for the field? You should go for the field, right? No, this is why like right now, right, like you feel like pressured that you have to rescue this guy, right? But this guy did not really need rescuing to begin with, right? Because there was nothing to rescue at the first place, right? So yeah, so there was a nice 12-point field spot which Adrian should take because he has so many meeples, you know. So okay, understand the move. Um, yeah. Again, a missed opportunity for a 12-point farm, which, yeah. You're trying to tie like a 4-point road, but bear in mind that like this guy is also building for your monastery, so you don't actually have to do anything like that. Uh, the 12-point farm would be crucial though. Yeah, you can see that how like you can see like how this whole situation would have been pretty savable or pretty avoidable. You could have actually killed off this road already. You could have killed off this monastery as well. But now you look at the scenario right now, you had a meeple advantage early on, but now your meeple advantage is slowly going missing, you know. I mean like you can still technically get back your meeples. For instance, this is still savable. This is still savable, I guess. Yeah, there's still enough tiles to fit in here. There's still like one Dorito dagger tile which you can actually rescue if a city attack happens. This is still savable as well. It's a bit harder, but still doable. I think now as a curve road, right, you have to go here, right, just to prevent it from being blocked. What does that do exactly? Okay, never mind. Okay. Uh, yeah. So, okay. Building efficiency is totally out the window already, right? How? Okay. Adriana, I want you to think right about like how are you going to close this city effectively? How are you going to make it work effectively exactly? Because if you think about it, right, like the only effective way right now for you to close the city is Dorito, 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 right? Which is still possible. So it's not too bad, but you have a city cap, you know. I guess it's because you don't really see a use for city cap at this point in time because there's no city cap open. But the game is still like going, you know, like you would have time to get a city cap back. Like you're definitely going to get a city cap soon, right? Because there's still so many city caps remaining, right? So you just gave away a potential 4 points for 1 point, right? For something which is not guaranteed for you to close even, right? So I think the better move would have this. Again, like my point of view is that your curve road early on, you should have dropped it here, and now after this, you could maybe like drop your um, city over here, you know, and then you could just leave it uncapped. And then after that, you can double down with another farm here and just go and just take away this farm. You know, you don't have to do stuff like this. You don't have to do stuff like this, right? Which, like, you had the meeple advantage, but now, and now I think the timing is crucial because you have to be aware of this move. Because once this move or this moves happens, right? Well, actually, this is also going to be attacked. This is going to be closed soon, right? So you have to find some ways to attack this as well. Right? But now it's not really attackable already at this point because it's secured pretty nicely unless you go here and then he defends here or he defends here. So yeah, so this is relatively easy to close as well. So he has a plan right now. He's going to close this. He's going to complete this. He gonna do one of those and then he's gonna drop a farm. Right, that's what he's gonna do. Right, so you're still in the lead. Someone, hold on. Are you still in the leads? So we cancel this with this. We cancel this 3-point road. This is 2-point road. This is 5 points as a whole. So 3 point plus 2 point, 5 point, 2 point, 2 point cancel off. So you are definitely still slightly ahead, very, very slightly. You have a meeple advantage. So things can still go your way. So we have the Dorito tile. So what would he do with this? He's most probably not going to meeple it. Does he goes for the farm? Yeah, he goes for it. So you already missed an opportunity, right? So now, even though he does not have a meeple, the onus is on you right now to make things work. So you go for this, you threaten the completion. He gets it directly. So again, playing a bit with that one, but then you have to sort of consider as well that he had what this is like the sixth one, right? He has 8 tiles which could fit over here. 8 in a pool of around like what 30 tiles. So his odds are like 1 out of 5. So it's still pretty okay actually, right? So now you're definitely behind already at this point because of that lost field, right? Which you could have taken very, very early on. You could have put the pressure on him, you know. You could have actually put the pressure whereby he had to get back Maple, he has to invade the farm, he has so many things he need to do. But instead, that did not happen, right? So now you're trying to complete this, and will he just go here? Yeah, it's actually not bad, right? He's just going to close this and drop another farm. Exactly. So you can see, right, like how again, did not work out, right? It did not work out at all. So he's definitely very far ahead already at this point. Yeah, yeah, and the other thing is right, like this sort of move seems like effective. He's going to give me 1 point when he closes the city. Not necessarily, because this move basically allows him to drop a farm immediately when he closes it, right? And he does not even need to wait for another tile to actually join in the farm. You know, so definitely a mistake there. Could have been built better. So now you're going for the monastery move, and he has a lot of chance to block you here right now. But I think, does he need to? That's the big question. So no, he's gonna go here, right? Yeah, he's gonna go here, threaten the completion of this. Right, exactly. And now you have a T junction. What are you gonna do with this? Yeah. You complete the Mona at the bottom? No. Oh. It's a bit too greedy. I think you could have just settled with one of the two. I understand that you're trying to get 2 points here, but there's a chance that you get blocked from both of them. Okay, so now this is, and now you have to defend. So now you decide to go for the thing instead. I mean, like, there is still a chance for you to close this. This invasion is maybe a bit too early. Actually, no, this invasion is not good at all because the thing is, right, he can drop a farmer here later, and then your attacking spot will be a shared spot, right? So it's not too ideal. Actually, no, this is actually not too, no, this is actually bad, right? Because you could have actually defended it. You could, because right now any curves here actually block your city, right? So yeah. So yes, this is what I was talking about. I think you have to go and decide on one or two. You cannot do stuff like this whereby now you might just lose out on both of them, right? So, and you're trying to build a snow. So you're just leaving it be. Okay, luck is slightly on your side. You get this meeple back. You should drop a yeah, you should take that city. Ooh, okay, he's not gonna bother with it. You can still complete this. No, it is actually very difficult to complete this. You need the last thing. You need the last, what is that thing called? The Dorito tile. So he's attacking this. So yeah, so it's not too bad. It's not too bad. There is also no attacking platform from here already, so you have to go here first, right? And then you aim for a curve road over here. Okay, so you rescue one of your meeple. Okay. Was that the correct move? I'm not too sure. So attacking this, still not too bad. Actually, this is actually relatively good. You go here, right? No, wait, okay. No. No, 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 no. No. Okay, okay. One thing which you have to sort of remember, right, is that when you build a city in a way whereby it's easier for you to get a tiles to close, it also means that it's easier for the opponent to attack you. It's just that simple, right? This city was closable. Now it's most probably going to be attacked. Okay, you could have actually put it facing the left, and then any one of these tiles could close here, and then you have a huge city which you can complete, right? This move Okay, so he did not have an attacking tile. You do not have a defensive tile. But you can see now that this guy might be subjected to this spot, right? Which is not going to be nice. So you join in here and he can attack here now. So you're not able to join in. You get this tile and he gets this tile, which he can't do much about, but I think he's just gonna let it be. You still, yeah, you still have this invasion platform over here, which could work out for you. Yeah, actually, yeah, it could still work out for you actually, but then like you are sort of lucky because you gotten this tile first. Whereas like if he gets a curved road, then it's a very complicated mess. Right. So he is slightly bothering this spot. And what can you do exactly at this point? There's no more T-junction. There's actually no way to attack this right now. Right, there's no way to attack this already. So, very unfortunate. What happened to... Oh yeah, he got a this tile as well, so you cannot even complete this. Again, like he did not actually also go for the block. Okay, so let's pause there for a while because I remember you saying that you lost by quite a small margin. So we're gonna see what happens here. You're 20 points ahead, so you're still quite far up in terms of points. A few very ill-advised moves. This one, especially, I think the one meeple will actually give you more points if you go and take this rune instead. So maybe you did not actually need to fight for the farms, but it was a good idea. I mean, like if you could, because the thing is that he does not really have enough meeple to counter you in terms of farms, right? So yeah, so that was the scenario. Okay, so let's see what happens here. So you are 20 points up, right? Let's just move this to the side. Okay, so you're 20 points up. 20, let's count one extra point. Do you have one extra point somewhere? No. Let's just count 2 and 5. So 25 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 29 points. 30, 31 point. 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. 41, 42, 43. So you have 43 points unaccounted for. And he is 43 points, right? Yeah, this is not a multiple of 3. So is there a better way to count this? Use Chinese. Okay. 1、2、3、4、5、6、7加2，so 7、3、21，43分了 ，correct 吗？43分，43分是12、13、14加1，14加1，so 减1，14，13、12、11、19、8、7、6、5、4、3、2。But this is the thread, right? Yeah. Okay, I see. Okay. 二分就讲 you are up by 6, but if this closes, then you'll be problematic, right? But you also have a thread here, which could actually work out for you. So it's a 1-to-1 actually. So, interesting. Okay, so you're down by 6, I think. Okay, so never mind. You get the curve road, so you're up by 10 right now. So you're definitely ahead by a bit, but you're not getting the tiles you need. He gets a straight road, so it's a 10. You go another curve. You're up by 10. don't meeple, okay, 10. So he goes for this. He goes for this. You're up by 12. Oh my gosh, do you miss a win? 12, hold on. 12, he's going to get how many points from this? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So he's up by 2 points right now. What do you do? 2 points. 6 points. So you're up by 4. Oh. Oh, he gets 6 and gets another 2. 8. Yeah, so he's up by 3, 4 points. Yeah, that's a wasted move. I think that's a wasted move actually. Let's double check whether how many points you lost by, because I think there's one wasted move. I counted a +4 victory for him, but I think you said that it was a +3. So let's see. Yeah, +3. Okay. So the win condition was this. Your win condition was very simple actually. It was a time-based, right, turn-based game. So that means that you had a lot of time to think, right? So you could have counted a lot of the tiles which were remaining. I feel it advised move. This was actually not worth it. This one did not work out. Okay, but it's okay because you could have actually closed this. So you had a few threats available. You could have closed this. You have closed this, right? But I think right, like towards the end there, you have to have a contingency plan, and that contingency plan is this curve should go here, right? In fact, I think right, you might as well just meeple it. You might as well just meeple it because yeah, because this would be the extra 3 points he needs to win the you need to win the game, right? Because you have an extra farm there, right? This move actually gave him like 6 points plus 2, right? So 8 points move. So definitely the highest scoring move in the game. If you gotten here, you can just drop a farmer immediately. So if this guy closes, you already have 3, so you would be winning by a tie, right? So that would have been the scenario to win with. So even though, right, like you will actually had a lot of outs, right? But I think the mistake here was that you could have actually given the tiles which is left, especially, right? And you know that you also have a meeple left, right? So you just take this, and because there's a chance that he gets this tile, right? If he gets this tile, he drops there, and he will most probably give you back a meeple, which you can use next turn. You know, so you have to sort of consider this as well, like in terms of like, is my opponent gonna give me back a meeple anytime soon? If yes, then I'll just use my last meeple. Right. It's the same case as like my early game with you. You remember that city which you gotten all the triple city, all the 4 triple city with the field? Right. I think towards the end of that game, right, I was like, okay, there is still like 2 more of this left. There's like only 4, 5 tiles left. Let me use my last meeple. You know, because I have 2 meeples on that city. So if I was to close that, I get 2 meeples back immediately, which given the tiles which is left, right, I might not even be able to use all of them effectively, right? So in my mindset, it's always a case of like, okay, so I can just go for the highest scoring move right now, maybe take a farm, complete an invasion of what sort, and then bank on getting back those 2 meeples later, right? So this is something which I think you missed out on. Like again, right? Like I realize that you're saying that you had a lot of issues in terms of like keeping your meeples, but I think Your meeples in hand does not give you points, you know. It's a bit like, how to say, like you have the strongest army, but you don't use them. You're being attacked, you have the strongest tag, you have the strongest army, you have the strongest units available with you, but you choose to send the weaker ones out first, you know. So this is the analogy of it, right? You could be losing the battle already, and yet you're still keeping your reserves, you know. So there was a lot of opportunity for you to take this field early, right? And you had a lot of meeples at that point in time. I think it was 3-1 meeple, right? So um it wasn't really an issue in terms of like, can this go for the field first, right? You also missed out on this opportunity to kill off this road and also this monastery. And that one extra monastery really came back to bite you, right? Because um, if he did not have that extra meeple, right? Also, that meeple on the monastery, he would not be able to do stuff like this, right? He would not be able to do stuff like this, for example, right? So definitely, your options were limited, despite having a very very good starting game, right? But your options is critically limited, um, because of your slight hesitation, right? And then there was like also this straight road. Like I was thinking, like I don't think you needed to take the monastery over here. You sort of lucked out actually by getting this dagger tile, right? You didn't luck out over here, but you lucked out over here because things could have been extremely worse for you. For instance, right, he could have actually forced you into what I think the streamers call Sophie's choice. A Sophie's choice basically means that you need the same tile for multiple different spots. So he could have actually put a city site here, which will force a Sophie's choice for here and also for here. So that means that if you didn't get the last remaining dagger, both of these is stuck, you know. So he could actually have forced you like into a dagger tile over here, which he did, and also over here, which he did as well, right? So yeah, I think that like and the other thing is like I think that given that you had some chances to win without the field, you could have actually just secured this here. You know, this guy comes here. Because if you look at the scenario, right, this guy is giving you 3 points, right? Whereas if you just meeple it, the field itself, the monastery itself, right, like somewhere on the board, I'm not too sure where, right, you could have actually gotten a lot more points than just 3 points. Right, so I'm pretty sure there was a fieldless connection wins condition for you, given that you had um, this monastery and this monastery completing, this big rune as a threat. And yeah, in terms of diversifying your win condition, right? I think this, yeah, like you should just go here and just drop the field, the farmer early on. Because actually, yeah, because the last tile is just this or this, right? So you could use either one of it. So you don't want to drop the farmer, then also can. It wouldn't be an issue, right? But this guy, there was a there was a need for you to actually also join the field early over here, which you also missed out on. Remember? So you went to use this route over here instead, right? So you can see like how if this guy, you know, the T junction would have just gone here, you got the meeple back. You don't have to address this. You could have actually used the road here and then to start invasion over here. And if you completed the invasion, most probably will win the game because he does not have another meeple to counter invade with, right? So definitely a few missed opportunities here and there. Um, what else? Let me see. I think there was also a how to say a scenario whereby you can block this from actually being a T junction, but there was no road left, so it would not work as well. Right. So definitely a few what to say moves which I don't agree with. A few missed opportunities. Again, right? Like I think right for Adrian, right? For your case, right? Maybe just maybe you want to be a bit more cautious about using these triple city tiles, right? Um, Instead of taking them, especially if it's on its own. You can just let it be. You can use it to interrupt your opponent's city. You know, like I think that would be a stronger move, especially like in a scenario whereby like there's nothing else for you to take, right? So like in terms, okay, so let's say if you have like a city cap open and you get a triple city, then maybe it's justified because you already have a cap, a side for the triple city closed. You just need to close the other two sides, right? But on its own, a triple city with all three sides open, I think it's too much of a risk to take it immediately on the spot. So what you have to do here is just to find the best move. Okay, the best move does not necessarily mean on your spot. The best move can be on your opponent's spot, right? So definitely miss opportunity here to kill off the road and also the monastery. I think that's the first thing which I don't agree. I would say is the issue. I think that the field invasion. Okay, maybe the field invasion was necessary. I think it was okay with the field invasion, but then I think if you're going to go with the field invasion, you have to put the road here instead, right? To go in with there, right? Yeah. And you have to factor that this guy is most probably going to be completed regardless of what happens, because there's just the tiles remaining. It was definitely a coin flip as well towards the end because there's only like one triple city with the road left. But then you can't really complain. I mean, like in terms of tiles draws, I feel like you're getting the worst end of the bargain because you could have closed this, you did not. You could have actually um what else can you do actually? Um you could have closed this, I guess, but you did not. You could have gotten the triple city, but you did not. Right. So there's a few coin flips which are like against you, not in your favor, but then there were some moves which whereby like those coin flips would not even matter. Right. So definitely missed opportunities here and there. Okay, I think that's all. It's almost 12. A bit tired, so let's just have one game review for tonight. Is there anyone playing? Let's see. Hold it. I'm a bit tired of reviewing games, but let's ask if Logan wants a game. And if he wants a game, we're just gonna continue with the stream, I guess. Uh, yeah, let me take my phone. Ah, yeah. Okay. Let's give him like maybe 1 or 2 minutes. Oh, okay. So he's on. He's seen the message. Let's see whether he replies. What else is online anyway? Rambo is online. Not sure what he's doing. Nitros was online as well. I think they had a match early on. Let's see whether they have a match early on. Random 23. Okay. Okay. So what happened to his arena match? Ah, okay. No problem. Let's watch his arena match. See what he did. Besson. Oh, he faced up against. Oh, dang. Okay. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Tough opponents. Okay. Okay. Besson is a WTCOC player, I think, if I remember correctly. His name rings a bell, actually. He's Brazilian. Yeah. Yep. He's Brazilian. KB is American, WTCOC player. So he's facing back-to-back WTCOC players. Yep. Learn to Fly is Ukrainian or Russian? No, Belgium, okay. WTCOC player, yep. Lezazo, I'm not too sure actually. Lezazo, France. Is it? Are they in like WTCOC? Lezazo? I don't think so. The name is not familiar. I mean, like the name is familiar, but I don't really recall them. No, definitely not in the team. But definitely saw the name before. Miami, it's China or Taiwan. WTCOC player. No, Germany. Oh yeah, Germany. WTCOC player. I don't think he is representing. Yeah, he's representing. There it is. Right. Okay. So yeah, so Tito Arke, WTCOC player from Chile. Smile, Ukrainian WTCOC player. So he's facing a lot of WTCOC players. Yep. Um, Trojas Hernal, WTCOC player from Brazil. Is it? I think it's Brazil. Yep. Uh, Bradley Alex, also WTCOC player. Lawyer, also WTCOC player. Yeah, definitely tough games for him. What to do? That's how things go. One, two, three, three, one, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, eight. One, 八，九，十，11，12，13，14，15. More than half. More than half of the BCC also player. Yeah. But that's the thing, like the WTCOC player are extremely strong. Extremely strong. You cannot underestimate them. Which is why like you can see if you're not ready for it, you are definitely gonna struggle. Unfortunately. Yeah, that's why like some close games like against Smile it was a 1 point victory. But some games are pretty devastating. A 50-point difference, a 40-point difference. So yeah, Learn to Fly is 3 points. Difficult games, difficult games. Okay, that's all for the stream for tonight. We see